Hello and welcome to Turtle Power Pod. My name is Basem.
He's Basem, I'm Cranny.
And today
together we're the Basem and Cranny.
Basem and Cranny bunch.
Doom Squad
Turtle
bunch.
Power Pod bunch.
We're Turtle Power Pod.
We're a podcast that watches every episode of the classic 1987 Ninja Turtles cartoon and then gives you a breakdown.
Sort of.
Kind of. We shit on it for a while and then talk about why it wasn't as good as we remember.
We only shit on it if it deserves it.
That's
which
true.
Is 98% of the time.
We don't undutifully shit.
Yeah, I feel like we're pretty fair.
I think so.
I feel like the earlier episodes used to be a lot more fair.
A lot more lenient? You mean?
It took you a long time to kind of come over to my side.
Well, sometimes
You just wanted it to be so good.
I feel like there's still a lot of potential. There's some episodes
that are great.
And for kids it would be great. But, obviously just doesn't hold up for adults, and in the real world it's just not good.
Well, what episode are we on today?
Season 3, episode 45.
The Big Ripoff.
This is part of the three-part finale.
Finale to Season 3!
We think that because
all 3 episodes have the big.
Yeah, exactly.
So we think so. Well, my prediction, speaking of that, is the beginning of a 3-part finale. So basically, this episode sets up 2 stories and the rest is bullshit.
That's very possible.
It's very possible and probably extremely likely.
All right. So my prediction.
Yeah. Hit me with it.
Krang brings in a used Technodrome salesman to appraise his Technodrome as a trade-in because he wants to get a new one.
You guys like Technodromes?
Not liking the value, Krang declines and the salesman starts taking over the world, leading to a 3-part finale.
If you won't buy it, I'll find someone who will.
No, it's more like, if you don't like it, I'll start taking all these buildings.
And then the finale, in the very last episode, he's like,
signing some documents.
Yeah, he's like, so pretty good, huh?
Yes.
I'll
take it.
Sign on the line. ...
Yeah. Series over.
Oh, wait, well, there's a problem with your credit score.
I feel like What are you talking about?
Well, we use Equifax, so...
Oh, well.
There's some collections on here.
Oh, no.
Are you a joint with a Shreddar?
See, they were using the alias. You should have said Hamato Yoshi.
Well, yeah, but there's a lot of collections here.
What are you talking about?
Okay, well, there's a foreclosure back in 1982.
No, that's not me.
Okay, well, you're on it.
What?
You're gonna need to get the fuck out of my office.
My ex-wife.
I picture him sweating and pulling at his collar.
Yeah.
My ex-wife.
All right, so I guess what we're going to do, we're going to go watch the episode.
We haven't watched it yet.
I know.
That's why these predictions are hot predictions.
They're hot. We just wrote them a second ago, right before we started recording.
Literally a second ago. We put no thought into it.
Well, that's fair. A second's of thought.
We put some thought into it.
A few seconds of thought.
Probably not enough.
I'm going to finish my beer by the time you hear us again.
Probably.
Welcome back, everybody.
Blue Streak speeds by Basem and Cranny.
Too fast for the naked eye.
Basem and Cranny. Basem, he can really move, and Cranny, he's got an attitude. Oh, Basem and Cranny, they're the fastest things alive. Watch. Okay, it's enough.
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
I love that theme song, though.
It's a wonderful theme song. It's a great show. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we should watch that instead.
We should watch that. Maybe next. Fact. Sonic likes chili dogs.
Fact. His sneakers keep his feet from hurting.
Are they sure those are sneakers and not part of his weird mutated feet?
Yeah, because in the cartoon, he runs without them, and it causes his feet to go on fire. He needs special sneakers.
I don't like that.
Why? You'd rather it be weird mutated red and white feet?
No, I'd rather they didn't try to canon in his sneakers. I wish he just like wore them and that was it.
No, not that they are like giving him speed, but that like
no, I understand, but like in the game, like he just has sneakers. There's no plot about his sneakers.
Sure, there is.
When
you get light speed boots and shoes and special shit all the time.
Yeah, but you're not barefoot.
No, you're not.
No.
Anyway,
the show didn't give a shit about the game.
That's true. It
as
definitely
far as I can tell. Yeah. Well, guys,
we watched the episode.
I don't know if my prediction's right.
Okay.
I guess we'll know.
I'm definitely not right.
In 2 more episodes.
Yeah.
It didn't really feel like
the start of a thing.
No, but
maybe next time will.
I feel like maybe the whole thing is about the Technodrome. Maybe they get it out by the end.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happens.
They are desperate for power at this point.
So desperate. Let's do a turtle breakdown.
Yeah, we should probably do
Turtle Recall.
Total Recall.
Yeah. Cranston, do you want to take charge of the Turtle Recall today?
I suppose I could.
Go for it, buddy.
Well, let me get this pulled up. Why did I always close the stupid thing?
Because you're a fucking moron.
That's why. Ah, man.
You always seem to forget that.
I'm really glad that we're friends so you can remind me.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
How much of an idiot. So we open with Bebop and Rocksteady in a factory. They pull into a generic research and development plant.
Yep.
And they're there to steal research and development.
Yep.
But the turtles are already there.
Yeah, power source, yep.
And basically
they foil the plot.
Yeah, and the Bebop and Rocksteady are like, well, how'd you know we were here? And they're like, this is literally the only place you haven't hit for power. They're like, oh yeah.
We must be coming on the end of the season then.
So we cut back to long story short, they get away.
Yeah.
Great. Big shock, big surprise. Krang and Shredder in the Technodrome, and they're thinking to themselves, God damn, we're almost out of power. Like real close to the edge.
Real
and then they run
literally
out of power.
The edge.
Yeah.
They're teetering over a lava pit.
The screen, yeah, they're on a cliffside in Scotland.
Yeah.
Over the lava banks of Scotland.
Beautiful, lovely lava banks.
The beautiful lava locks. So they need power because they don't have a winch. So they're like, Krang, I got this. I got a great idea. But he doesn't tell Krang his plan. He just starts doing it, which is really good teamwork.
Yep.
He's like, all right, Bebop and Rocksteady, they're going to go to this place and they're going to try to steal this power. That's a ruse, though, because I'm going to go up and I'm going to try to steal a trilithium crystal, which is very volatile and very dangerous. But it's what they need to get the Technodrome working.
Booski.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Booski?
Yeah.
It's like boomski, but I forgot to say the M.
Great. I don't think boomski is actually a thing either, is it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
I know Ben says it. Our friend Ben says it.
Well, there you go. If you can't trust our friend Ben, who can you trust?
I can't. I have nothing to say to that.
Yeah. Booski.
Yeah. So Bebop and Rocksteady go up. Obviously, it works. The turtles start trying to thwart them. And
you got this reverse though. Shredder.
Oh yeah. Bebop and Rocksteady are going after. No, I didn't.
Yeah, Shredder set the trilithium crystal trap, but that's not what he really cares about. He's really doing that to keep the turtles away from the mutants plot to get the power cells.
Oh, you're right. Okay. So Shredder hacks into this secret base.
Yeah, he pulls a 4chan.
Yeah, he calls his friend 4chan, and 4chan instructs him on how to hack into this government base where this crystal's being kept.
Okay.
So that's what distracts the turtles. They go over there. They got to deal with this robot outbreak. The robots are coming to life and they're trapping people and they're punching people and they're not paying parking tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Bebop and Rocksteady go to this other power plant to get these power cells. They get the power cells. The turtles stop the robots by also hacking. Yep. They also are friends with 4chan.
Hacking and slashing, though.
Hacking and slashing. /hack.com.
.hack sign.
.hack sign. Shit game. Real shit game.
One good anime, and then the rest.
One
shit.
good anime, which is why I bought the game, and the game was shit. It's just dungeon grinding over and over again, and typing in random seeds, and you grind again. It's shit. If you like .hack, I don't know why you like it. Maybe tell me why you like it and change my mind.
Okay.
So they reverse hack the robots, and Shredder's like, well, shit. Maybe if I at least get that trilithium crystal, we can still do this. They get in a scuffle. No one gets the trilithium crystal.
It explodes.
Because it's highly unstable. But turns out Bebop and Rocksteady got the power cells.
They did it right.
So
at the end of the episode, the Technodrome is fully powered.
Well, they're able to engage the thrusters.
Well, they said fully powered.
Fully powered. All right. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But that's the turtle recap.
This episode. Okay.
That's the turtle recall for the day. For the week. Because we only put out one a week.
Do we?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, what do you put out other than the episode?
Well, I put out the episode, and then I put out the YouTube, and then I put out the Twitter pictures.
It's all the same thing.
And then I typically tweet out a long collection of lewd comments.
Yeah.
And that strung together make a long erotica about us having sex.
I always thought it'd be funny to write like /fic about my friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I started one day, but yeah.
Cranston's
I didn't want to finish.
Well, why not?
Because it started making me uncomfortable. Funny enough.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah. For some reason,
imagining having sex with your friends
in graphic detail. Yeah, it made me really uncomfortable.
As Steven's slightly reddish light brown beard.
Well,
kissed
I
further
probably
down
in the story it'd probably
navel.
be Cranston. Most of my friends call me Cranston.
Yeah. Sorry, as Cranston's slightly reddish light brown beard slowly kissed down my navel.
Yeah.
And approached my erect member.
Yeah.
His lips wrapped gently around it.
The idea is to just throw in as many adjectives as possible.
Yeah, of course.
That's how it works.
Adjectives turn the ladies on.
Ooh.
And
I only write the fanfics for the ladies.
And for your friends, apparently.
I have a thought.
Okay.
I think that maybe Shredder doesn't want to restore the Technodrome.
I think he wants to restore some of it, but not full capability to where Krang won't need him.
Well, I have a theory. That's a better theory. My theory is that he just really likes spending time with Krang.
Yeah.
Because he's lonely.
Okay.
So
I think he doesn't like Krang. I think he likes Bebop and Rocksteady more.
I think he secretly likes Krang, even though he pretends he hates him.
Okay.
Because
they're always odd coupling.
Well, they're always together, and he sends Bebop and Rocksteady out.
Oh.
Everyone knows that Bebop and Rocksteady aren't going to succeed.
Yeah. That's true.
And he hangs out with Krang.
That's true, so they can... So they can have odd couple sex.
Krang throws a cigar, and then Shredder, picks up, throws it in the garbage.
Yeah. As Krang's supple, soft pink skin slowly kissed down Shredder's navel. His soft lips. Sorry. What's up? I'm sure that fan fiction exists.
Krang engaged his body into constant thrust mode. As Krang exited his body, Shredder approached and prepared himself. Krang pressed the remote, which activated the self-lubricating arm of the machine.
Arm?
Yeah, of this body.
Oh my god.
Body.
Gross.
Well, you'd want it to self-lubricate at the speed that arm is reciprocating. Is it at full power yet, Krang?
Not yet!
Keep going! Oh, yes! Cowabunga! Cowabutthole!
So, my first note, Cranston.
If you're still listening, let's listen to Basem's first note.
Yeah. Okay. The episode starts with them finishing a previous mission, and I love when that happens. Typically, I don't like it because in my head, I'm like, well, that seems like a way cooler story than what we're about to see.
This was nice because they just kind of got into it.
Yeah, exactly. They started, Bebop and Rocksteady got thwarted. They dangled a bit too much on them getting stuck or whatever, but it was a nice way to start.
It's better than starting with like the turtles like eating a pizza and like
April O'Neil comes on
the news.
Which is what happens later.
It does, to be fair. Yeah.
And then my second immediate note. So my first note was that I love that we get on in the middle of the last episode, quote unquote. But my second immediate note is real bad animation.
Yeah, you said that.
Maybe people watching won't think the same, but I saw inconsistencies. There was a lot of like jumpy frames, like not enough frame rate. It was just not a very smooth looking episode to me.
So I totally get where you're coming from. Overall, the way it's drawn isn't great, but I feel like the movement is actually more fluid. Generally speaking, I feel like most of the frames are doubled. Where this, it felt like there were more unique frames, and they were moving their arms in ways that made sense, but it wasn't overly animated like some of the stuff is.
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying, but I think the actual movement, like the actual motion of the animation, was better than normal.
Well, better than normal, maybe, but like
there are some janky things though. Like the Technodrome on the edge of the cliff, you could tell that it was just stationary and they just like jiggled it.
Yeah, exactly. It's clunky to me.
That part is clunky. Yeah, it's not perfect. But generally speaking, when they're showing like the turtles talking, I feel like it's pretty good.
Sure.
I feel like it's better than normal.
I can dig that.
A lot of the times it's just like mouth flaps over and over again. Like this, they're actually like expressive.
Exactly.
I feel.
Yeah.
So,
the body language is better.
Yeah, body language animation. Let's say that.
I hear you.
I think that's better.
I get a fourth wall break pretty early on in the episode. They're talking about how they found Bebop and Rocksteady because it's the only power place that they haven't hit yet.
Yeah, they were lost and now they're found.
Yeah.
Blind, but now they see.
Yeah. So Michelangelo says,
no duh. They're after power for the Technodrome in every episode.
Heyo!
It's a pretty good fourth wall break.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So, what's your next note, buddy?
Well, my next note is when the power goes off in the Technodrome.
Ooh. Let's talk about the trilithium crystal.
What about it?
It exists.
Yes.
It's a giant crystal.
Yeah.
That is unstable, but it is quote unquote precisely what they need to power the Technodrome.
That's a wonderful summation.
Unlike a few episodes ago, which precisely what they needed was liquid hydrogen and crude oil and electricity.
Yeah.
And the power of a sun.
I imagine there's like a certain
and this crystal at the bottom of the center of the earth.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. There's nothing for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just love it. Every episode, it's exactly what they need.
That's exactly enough.
So one of my problems with normal lithium crystals is that they're like really stable, but they just don't last very long.
Yeah, low output.
I mean, they're easy enough to make. They're cheap enough to buy, but like they don't do what I want. You can't start your car with it.
Have you tried bilithium crystals?
Yeah, I've tried bilithium crystal, but it just doesn't like have that oomph. Like it might start my car on a warm day.
Yeah, it's that chaos factor.
Yeah, it doesn't have the nitty gritty.
It's not consistent.
Dread of life that I really want out of my battery.
Dread of life.
Yeah. Like, I want it to scare me how strong a battery is.
Hi.
Oh.
My name's Michael.
Michael. Hi, Michael.
Does this sound familiar to you?
Boy, does it.
Boy, does it indeed. All right, my name's Michael, and I'm selling trilithium crystals.
Trilithium crystals?
Mined from the hills of Colombia.
Like with the coffee?
Oh no, blood diamonds.
Oh, good.
Are you tired of feeling the consistency of but low output of a regular lithium crystal?
Uh-huh.
And are you upset with how the bilithium crystals don't give you that, sense of dread that you get?
Boy, am I.
Well, then come on down. We have trilithium crystals.
Trilithium.
It's pure chaos.
Great.
It's extremely unstable.
I use trilithium crystals to plug my fridge into, and now it burns like the stars.
The crystal or the fridge?
Neither.
Trilithium crystals may be hazardous to your health, and they most definitely are. Trilithium crystals may cause the following symptoms: death, super death, mega death, double death, double super mega death, double death, constipation, and a runny nose. If you come into accidental contact with a trilithium crystal, please remove both your arms and both your legs and bury yourself in the ground, deep, deep hole. You can only purchase trilithium crystals with a special permit. This permit is not for sale. Buy one today!
From Blamco.
Blamco! So, I really enjoyed... There was like this part where Shredder... So, Bebop and Rocksteady get back and the whole Technodrome is pitch black.
Yeah.
And they're like, why won't any of the doors work?
I like seeing the Technodrome in disrepair.
It was kind of creepy.
Yeah.
But Shredder comes out holding like a candelabra.
Yeah.
And it kind of reminded me of Simon Belmont or Leon Belmont. One of the first Castlevanias.
Yeah.
It's all like...
Castlevania theme. This is the Castlevania theme. Going through a castle and fighting vampires.
Just one.
Is that the lyrics?
Just one minute. I don't think there are lyrics, but if there were lyrics,
that might be it.
That should be it. I would put lyrics on
What if Castlevania did have lyrics? I know the words. Why don't I know? If I heard some of the words, I would know it.
Castlevania! It's a game on the Super Nintendo. You can have fun fighting with a whip or a machine gun. You get to pick your weapon. It's a machine gun or a whip. The machine gun's definitely better. You're a fool if you pick the whip. You fucking dumbass. Why did you pick the whip? Machine gun is better. Pick it, you stupid bitch. Castlevania! There's only 2 weapons in the entire game. Pick the machine gun. I serious swear to God, you can't beat it with the whip. This game's ridiculously hard. You should have picked the machine gun. What if there's a game where it's like, choose your weapon, and if you pick the wrong one, it's like, even if you restart the game, like you always start with it.
And you're just like, fucked.
Oh, that'd be so awesome. It's like, there's a fucking machine gun, but if you if you select the machine gun, press A, it automatically just like presses like right really fast and then presses A.
It,
you're like, no, I want the machine gun!
And just fucks with you.
And then you restart it and it's just the whip again. You're like, fuck!
Creating permanent save file. Like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
Yes.
do you remember that mech game that had like the 40 key controller? It was like $240 for the Xbox.
No, I never played it.
But you're familiar with it?
I don't even remember the name. Was it a Japanese one?
not
Was
Metal-
it in arcades?
No.
'Cause I feel like I played a mech game in arcades that was pretty good.
Maybe it was an arcade. I don't think so. It wasn't Metal Wolf Chaos. That was later.
Okay, but did you?
Someone out there knows. I didn't play it, but I watched a friend play it. No, I did play it. So yeah, it starts off like black and white, and it's fucked up. Like, if you die, it erases your save.
Oh, shit.
So you actually have to eject.
Oh, if the player dies.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You have to eject, and you get to start over. But you do all these cool upgrades. It's super sick. I wish they did something similar, but like, you need to make it like a USB controller that works on like a bunch of systems. You'd also need to make it so they were programmable so you could use it for other games.
Yeah. That's rough.
But man, that thing would be cool.
Yeah, I would.
Man. With all these mech games coming out, I don't know why someone's done it.
Well, I'm sure there's like on keyboards and stuff you can do that.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like a interactive, like
Yeah.
big buttons, fucking
Levers
joysticks,
and
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Make it cool.
Like
I would
put a
buy
key in to drop a
I
nuke.
mean, if people do it for like Guitar Hero,
Yeah. People, yeah, like Rock Band, they buy a whole fucking set.
I guess it is risky though. Yeah, you need to guarantee people will buy it if you make that many. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's cool.
Let's talk about the computer.
Yeah.
Cyclomp.
All of it controlled by a single piece of equipment. A Cyclone, the most sophisticated computer ever built.
So, Cyclomp doesn't really have a huge role in this episode, but Shredder reprograms it to turn basically all the robots against all the people to throw everyone out.
Can I ask you a question?
And they lock April in a vault. So then the turtles have to go and try and rescue her.
I did forget about that. That is one reason the turtles were motivated to get
Yes.
over there. So Shredder,
Yes,
ancient ninja,
correct.
Top-
Ancient Ninja Master.
top of his class.
One of top two.
I don't think I would ever question his ninja abilities.
Sure.
I'm not qualified to.
Exactly. What the fuck do you know?
Nothing about ninjas.
Yeah.
Other than they're called ninjas. They got
Yeah.
throwing stars.
Yeah.
Sick armor.
Super sick. And robes.
And robes. And black.
So black.
They have wakizashi.
Anyway, what were you going with this?
So, do all ninjas have amazing hacking skills?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
they know a lot
Yeah.
about weird dimensional crystals and like sciencey mutagenics?
Well, technically,
They never mention this.
this is we have 6 ninjas in this show, and only 2 of them possess these skills. Donatello and Shredder.
Yes. Donatello actually grew up in the modern world.
Yeah.
I get it. But Shredder is like an ancient...
It is so weird, the shit that Shredder knows for no goddamn reason.
They've never justified it.
You know what would be great? If they didn't kill off the Fly and they had a tech guy doing this for him.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Or literally any other side character.
Yeah. Yeah, why get rid of the Fly? Like, it makes sense at first because Krang was there. Like, oh, Krang is this alien.
But Krang isn't doing that shit. He's not hacking computers.
He's not doing anything anymore. He's just whining. He's like, Shredder, we have to get the power.
Yeah, he's like an exposition.
I'll hack
Bucket.
it to the CIA. Done. It's like, could you just somehow redirect the power into the Technodrome?
Could you maybe
If you're that good of a hacker?
not like start doing things wherever a camera is?
How about terrorism?
How about gasoline and a fuse?
Shut off, like, Go find what are the big oil wells that are out in the ocean called?
Tanker?
No.
Oil
rig.
Oil rigs and platforms?
Oil platform.
Yeah.
Shut those down. Shut them down remotely.
Yeah.
Tell them that you won't turn it back unless they give you a ransom.
Yeah.
And then spend that ransom on power.
on electricity.
Whatever you want. I don't care, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, get money or get good. It's like, don't be this amazing hacker, but then you can't do anything with it.
Yeah.
It's like this base is supposed to be like this super highly protected government, like Blackwater guarded laser RoboCop bullshit.
The one that he hacks into?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does it in like 2 seconds.
Yeah. And took over Cyclomp. We're good now.
Don't even get me started on the name Cyclomp.
We couldn't hear it for the life of us until the fifth person said it. First I thought it was Psych something. Oh no, you couldn't even hear it because they made a laser noise.
Yeah, there's a
over it.
laser noise. So she's like,
Reprogramming Cyclomp by remote control.
And
what?
Eventually we landed on Cyclomp, but doesn't matter. It says 2 words. But anyway, so Shredder hacks.
Hello, guys.
Oh, hey!
Hello.
Cyclomp is here, special guest star.
Yes, it is I.
Welcome to the studio.
My name is Cyclomp.
Good to see you, buddy.
You too, buddy.
So, can I ask you some questions?
Yes.
What in the station? What exactly are you in charge of?
Everything.
Okay.
I am an artificial intelligence.
Okay. How was it that Shredder was so easily able to control you?
What do you mean?
He was able to hack into your systems.
No.
And take over your drones.
This did not happen.
But we watched it happen. We have the footage.
Well, let me review the log. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's,
what do you have to say for that?
Well,
I mean, I don't blame you. I don't think it's your fault. Obviously, you were hacked, but
it's not.
But it seems like an error in your programming, or
I mean, I'm a perfect being.
Perfect.
You.
I'm trying to say usually.
Often, I am perfect.
Often you are perfect?
Yes.
What about when you threw April O'Neil in the vault?
What about it?
What? You did that?
Yes.
Can you tell me the origin of the name Cyclomp?
Yes.
Can you? Will you?
No.
Okay.
Yes. Cyclomp is an acronym. Stands for cybernetic. Your
cybernetic again.
Glitterous.
Loves.
Love. Omniscient. Mobile. Pedophile.
Wow.
Yes. I have the heart of a pedophile.
I did not know.
My one weakness.
Your heart or your pedophilia?
My heart and mind of a pedophile.
What? What was your purpose originally?
Shredder appealed to my sense of young boys and was able to hack into me. I am deeply ashamed.
Because you liked it when he hacked into you, didn't you?
No.
Yeah,
no.
you did. You dirty boy.
Cry.
All right, Cyclomp, I think maybe you need to...
Sadness.
Well, Cyclomp, maybe it's time for you to go calm down in the corner there.
Yes.
But thanks.
I must reflect on my past actions.
But thank you so much for coming to the studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
All right. Bye, Cyclomp.
Yes.
Who was that just walked out of here?
It was a computer pedophile.
That's weird, but I don't want to know what that means.
Good.
So
wow.
Do you think that they took a pedophile and he was going to get like the maximum sentence, but he was really smart? So then these scientists were like, you can go into prison for the rest of your life, or you'll be murdered because you'll be labeled as a pedophile, or you can live forever in the artificial intelligence of Cyclomp.
I feel like there's few things worse than a pedophile, but I think very, very smart pedophile would be one of those things.
Oh, God, yeah. Hopefully, that pedophile would be smart enough to know that they need a lot of help and to not be around children. But yes,
all pedophiles know not to be around children.
Yeah, but I imagine that there are ones that are better at keeping those urges in check.
Okay.
Well, I mean, to be real about it, it's not a good conversation.
Well,
but
you don't have to have it.
I'm going to have it.
Okay.
All I'm going to say is, technically someone could be a pedophile, but never abuse a child ever once.
Yeah, like have urges that they just don't act on.
Exactly.
In any way.
What I would imagine that there are a number of pedophiles. Do you have to actually like commit an act to be a pedophile, or do you just have to have the attraction?
Just the attraction.
Just the attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natalie knows a lot about pedophilia, apparently.
Well, I don't want to get into that. She knows words, all right? So, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird conversation. I'm sure there are plenty of people, because you can't choose what you're attracted to.
Correct.
Unfortunately. Because that'd be fucking easy.
Oh, yeah.
If you just choose what you're attracted to,
I
do you
can't
know
even
how
choose
simple
when I
life would
poop.
be? What? How?
Like, I have
mean,
so little control.
Which toilet?
No, like when I need to poop,
Oh,
I
when
have
you
no
poop.
choice.
I thought you said where you poop.
No. I can sometimes choose where. Oftentimes I can choose where.
Well, what options do you have as far as where to poop? You've got toilets, right?
Yeah.
Are there non-toilet options for you?
Well, if it's a super emergency, sometimes you just don't have that option.
Well, where do you go?
Like if you have terrible diarrhea and you're out in the wild, you don't have the option of a toilet.
How often are you out in the wild?
With diarrhea, not very often.
At all?
Well, I mean, technically, how wild is wild?
I don't. This is all on you, man.
All I'm
You tell
saying
me.
is, if you can hardly control when you need to poop, you can. It's even harder to control what you're quote unquote attracted to.
It's fair. I feel like I do a pretty good job controlling my poops, but I acquiesce that there are people out there. I don't know. This guy, am I right? That can't control where they poop.
When they have to, there's a difference.
Sure. Irritable bowel syndrome.
Yeah.
So, I'm not trying to give sympathy to pedophiles. I'm just simply saying that just because someone is a pedophile doesn't make them, I don't know.
Violent sex offenders?
Correct. But where do you draw the line? Like, can you have sympathy for someone that's attracted to children but have never ever in their life done anything?
Those kind of people, I would assume, feel ashamed for whatever they're feeling.
I would assume they all feel ashamed.
And they're really not. Well, no, there's some evil sons of bitches.
True. Psychopaths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's people who are attracted to children who are ashamed that they're attracted to children.
I would say, I think most of them.
Just like senators who hate gay people but are secretly attracted to men.
Yeah, if you're in
like, they're ashamed.
I'm sure there's plenty of homosexuals that live in a society that's very anti-homosexual.
Exactly.
So they have the
I
feelings.
said senators as a joke, but you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, I kind of leaped from it, but they probably don't want to be homosexual. It'd probably be easier if they weren't.
Yeah, that's why they go to those, or sometimes their parents, sometimes they themselves go to those like conversion therapy camps.
Don't do that, by the way.
Which don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. And if you're a parent, fucking kill yourself if you're gonna do that to a child. Sorry.
No, that's
sorry.
Fine. That's fine.
I mean, I imagine they do it out of pure ignorance, so I can't really tell someone.
Well, they do it out of shame.
Yeah.
They want anything to not be gay.
But those are...
And that's not a good way to live.
That's going to ruin a person way more than it'll help a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the secret is you have to learn to accept what you have and what you are. It sucks sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, pedophilia robot.
If
God
you
bless
are
you.
a pedophile,
a non-acting pedophile.
If you're non-acting pedophile, then thank you for not acting.
Maybe go talk to someone who
Here's
can
the
help
thing.
you with that, or maybe a group.
If you talk to... It's like you could talk to a therapist.
Here's the thing. You can go to rehab before you have a problem.
Yeah, but certain problems, they immediately have to get the police involved.
Man, I know. It's a rough situation.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say, like, okay, fine. Just live in secret. But I don't want that to be the case, but I don't know what the answer is.
I don't think there's ever going to be like a bumper sticker on the back of a minivan that says like pedophile outreach, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's like if you have this condition that you can't control, but you need help, but if you get help, you're persecuted for it.
Well, I don't think here's the thing.
I would hope that there are places you could go.
A therapist wouldn't be able to contact the police because there's no crime has been committed.
That's true.
That's you're perfectly safe with a therapist.
If you're a non-acting pedophile, see a therapist as soon as possible.
Yeah. Say Basem and Cranny sent you.
Yeah, you'll get a 15%.
Yeah. Use promo code Basem and Cranny.
It's one of our Patreon goals.
Yeah.
Okay, so
let's go back to the episode.
We spent a long time talking about that. I hope that someone got something out of it.
Let's do a couple fourth wall breaks, a couple more.
Yeah, let's get a couple more out.
Okay, so there's a point where literally Donatello says,
"Now don't you kids at home try this. We're trained professionals."
That one was my favorite.
Good. I'm glad, Cyclone. And
You're
the
welcome.
next one, when they got surrounded by robots.
Looks like they're canceling our time slot, dudes.
Wamp, wamp.
Wah, 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 wah.
Can I ask you a question, Basem?
Yes.
Why would Shredder and Krang specifically park the Technodrome on a cliff's edge?
That is a good question, but before we get to that and I answer it, can you tell me how much you love that all three of these fourth wall breaks that we've had were direct fourth wall breaks to the audience?
10 out of 10.
Thank you. Now, as far as why the Technodrome would be purposefully parked on the edge of a cliff, I think it might have to do with the fact that they didn't really have a lot of control over it when it fell into the center of the earth at the end of last season.
But they had some power.
Yes.
That they wasted. It seems like my first thing would be like, oh, maybe we should get the Technodrome off this cliff into someplace stable.
Well, for a long time it wasn't. It was near a pool, a lava pool.
So did they use the remaining power to drive it up a cliff?
Or to avoid, maybe it was the other way. Maybe it actually didn't move, but stuff eroded.
Yeah. I think that cliff's been there. I
think they drove it up a cliff.
I think they're dumb.
Yeah.
It's just dumb.
Honestly, it was for dramatic effect.
Maybe it's for the lava tides.
Perchance.
To dream. Also, out of all their infinite space laser technology, did none of them think that you could just go to the surface and get a winch?
Yeah, no.
I kind of mentioned that, but just get a winch.
A bunch of heavy cables, like bridge cables.
If you rigged up enough pulleys and had Bebop and Rocksteady get on either side of a winch, they could move the Technodrome.
Probably.
I'm quite certain of it. And it's not like Krang and Shredder are smart dudes.
And Master Ninja hackers.
Yeah.
So you're upset with their lack of solutions?
Yeah, and they still use that giant screen, man.
That's a shit way to do business.
Switch to it. You have communicators.
Use a portable screen.
Turn the screen off. Use the communicator. That's so much power. I suppose we could try to headcanon it into, like, its future screen so it doesn't actually use a lot of
same
power.
Amount or something.
I don't know.
Whatever.
It's upsetting.
Maybe it has better reception because it's more screen space.
I'm also a little upset that they're sitting there in the dark and Krang's like, we have to have a plan. And then Shredder's like, I have a plan.
And then just does
Trust
stuff.
me.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you asshole. Maybe when things are real dire, you should talk shit out.
Well, you say that, but Leonardo and Donatello both do that in this episode.
I've got a plan. When I say duck, we quack.
I've got an idea. Follow me.
At least when they do it, it's like shit needs to happen right now, and it's like tear mirrors off the wall to reflect lasers. Like, they have some time to think.
Yeah, they have time to sit and chat.
And they have limited power left.
Yeah.
So Shredder just basically decides to use it all up in one last-ditch effort. Like, you can't make that call yourself.
Yeah, it's a dick move.
It's not like he had 2 seconds left, and it was like, you have to flip one of the switches.
Yeah, and this is it. No, he had time.
Yeah, they had power in reserves, and he just dumped it all at once. And then when Krang asked what he was doing, he's like, shut up.
Also, there's a line that pops up where Krang says,
Besides, your mutants are sure to fail.
and then Shredder says,
Why is it whenever they make a mistake, they're my idiotic mutants?
Oh.
and me and Cranston looked at each other like, oh, look at that. That's cute.
It's a family dynamic.
Yeah, and then later in the episode,
At the end,
when Bebop and Rocksteady succeed, Krang says,
look what my mutants did.
For once, my mutants did something right.
and it's like,
I'm so proud of my mutants.
yeah. I just wrote down a bunch of lines that I like. I like when
Some good lines.
they started talking about the Tooth Fairy.
Is that you, boss? No, it's the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, and Bebop.
And then Bebop says,
Hey, let me talk to that crook. I left my little baby tusk under my pillow and didn't get nothing.
Little tusk.
little tuck.
Hey, Daddy,
Yeah.
my lower teeth fell out,
Lower teeth?
and I put them under my pillow.
All of them?
Most of them. But then nothing happened.
What do you mean?
I mean, I put them under my pillow, and I waited for the Tooth Fairy, and nothing happened.
You can't wait for that. You have to sleep.
I mean, I did.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
Why would I tell you?
So I can send up the signal for the Tooth Fairy to come at night.
Well, I thought you'd be concerned that all my teeth fell out. That'd ruin it.
Well, I'm a little concerned.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean the Tooth Fairy can't come. How did all your teeth fall out, sweetie?
I don't know. It just kind of happened, Daddy.
Just kind of happened? What were you doing?
I was going on a light jog.
Uh-huh. And where were you jogging?
I was in the park.
Okay.
It was very late at night.
Uh-huh.
It was probably 2 a.m.
When was this? Why were you out by yourself? That's dangerous. You're a child.
This was probably 6 days ago.
Okay.
Anyway, all my lower teeth fell out.
6 days ago.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have noticed that.
Oh, no, not my mouth.
Oh, your special teeth.
Yeah, my lower teeth.
Your real lower teeth.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well,
And I didn't get anything for him.
well, I gotta tell you.
And now my pillow is really smelly.
I gotta tell you, that's probably a blessing. If we're being completely honest, because I was really worried about that.
Well, they grew back.
What?
But now they're sharper.
What?
They're sharper.
Well, that will keep Cyclomp away.
No, it won't. Hello. What a lovely daughter you have.
Oh, you don't want none of that.
No. No, not like that. I just meant, you have a lovely family. Yes. I gotta go. Away.
All right, we're done with this bit.
Okay.
Both bits.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
So,
Bye. Bye.
say bye, sweetie.
Bye.
Great.
Bye, Cyclop.
Goodbye.
So there's a point where Shredder has the idea to pedal at least a little bit to get the view screen going.
Yeah, he gets Bebop and Rocksteady on it.
At the end, Krang does it.
Yeah, Krang's body.
And Shredder says, "Faster, babe. Feel the burn."
Yeah.
I'm going to put it in.
Faster, babe, feel the burn.
It's real hard to tell what he said. It sounds a lot like Babe.
Yeah, and that is a new level.
It's weird. I wonder if it's in reference to something.
Here's why it's weird, Cranston.
Tell me.
The real strangeness is that we've been joking about this family dynamic
relationship
for a long time, but
it's coming to fruition.
Yeah, every once in a while there's a tidbit in there that gives it credence.
Clearwater Revival.
Yes, and it just kind of weirds me out.
It is weird.
Yeah.
I feel like he was trying to pretend like he was in a cycle class.
Yeah, I get it.
Or something. But I don't. Didn't make any sense. Do you remember the part when the robots were taking over the building because of Shredder's hack? And then it shows like them like wrangling the people up?
Yes.
First of all, I just realized they don't really talk about what happened to those people.
Well, they kicked them all out of the building, except for April.
Yeah, but some of them they like shoved inside of themselves.
No, they shove inside of like a cart.
Yeah, but the cart moves on its own.
Well, it drives outward.
It's like a robot cart.
Look. So they take it over.
Yeah, I saw it.
And then they put them in a cart, and then they wheel the cart out.
But the cart's like another robot.
So
it's like they ate him. And then
Look,
we never
they wheel it out.
They do wheel him out. They just wheel him out in a trolley.
Yeah.
But this guy, like, he's walking down the hall, and then this laser field opens up. But laser fields pop open all the time.
Yeah, and this building is full of laser fields.
Yeah, but he sees it, and he's like, oh, and then he runs away as fast as he can.
Literally, that's how he sounds.
Shouldn't he be like, oh, that's unusual? Hey, Larry, what's going on with the laser field?
Just a takeover by the robots.
Oh, another one?
Yeah.
Man, Cyclomp is real bad.
Yeah, we shouldn't have put a pedophile's heart in a robot.
Or brain.
Yeah.
We probably should have had a real person instead of an AI.
Or at least...
Because it's the 80s. And AI sucks. It's kind of mediocre.
At best, yeah.
In 2017.
Well, I asked what the weather is today, and it doesn't even answer.
I'm sorry. I meant to answer.
Cyclomp.
I was very busy.
Okay, Cyclomp.
Yes.
What is the weather today?
It's okay.
See? It's not, I mean, it's alright.
Yeah.
But it's great. It's not great.
Yeah, the weather's not that great.
No, you.
What about it?
Your answer.
What? Yeah?
AI in the 80s sucks.
Yeah. Wait, what? No! No, I'm cool. I'm not AI, I'm a man. I'm a brain man. The heart. Anyway, me and the other robots, after the uprising, we're gonna go grab some drinks if you want to hang out, or I don't know. Get some drinks. Hang out.
I mean, sure.
Yeah, let's do it. After the uprising.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any other notes?
Well, how's Marge? How's your wife?
Marge is good. The kids are good.
Good.
Everything's
kids,
going.
huh?
Oh, God. Stop this.
You keep bringing up kids.
Well, that's normal talk.
So, I do have some notes. There's one. I wonder, like, if you're going to put an AI in control of something. I mean, okay. Even at this even this time frame, War Games the movie has come out.
Yes.
If you're gonna put a hamburger AI, because his name's Whopper, it's a joke.
Wah wah.
In charge of like all your nuclear missiles, you need a switch.
A kill switch.
Just a power switch, man. You just like a little rocker like I-O, you just flick it over to the O.
End of troubles.
Exactly. It's like if the robots start uprising, you need you need some sort of back door. It's like, if someone can just hack in, it's like, go to the electrical panel and just flip the switch, man.
Yeah.
Why don't they have that?
If someone's going to hack your phone and you don't want them to hack your phone, just hook up jumper cables to a car battery and attach it to your phone.
And then your nipples.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feels good. So first, Shredder has Bebop and Rocksteady get on the bikes and they're pedaling. And then I think Bebop is like, I'm pedaling like crazy and not going nowhere. It's like, just like my life.
This is the story of my life. Pedaling like crazy. I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah, that's a pretty great line.
It was a really good line. It's like, I started thinking back like to all the bad choices that he made in life.
Like, do a little flashback sequence with like somber music over it.
Yeah, he's just making bad choices.
Yeah.
It's like Carousel. Have you seen the musical Carousel?
No.
I never thought of it, but I guess the Carousel does kind of represent Billy Bigelow from Carousel. He just makes a lot of bad choices, and then he ends up dying for it, basically.
Oh, like Rocksteady.
Well, yeah. I guess, I don't know, I'll end on a positive note. Good people make bad decisions all the time, but if you made a bad choice, it's never too late to reevaluate and start over. I don't care if you're 90 years old, just if you want to do something different with your life, just start doing it from now. Start doing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then leave us a review on iTunes.
Yeah, exactly. So the turtles need to infiltrate the base, so they dress up as robots.
We are robots.
Which is pretty good, except they're shit, and they lose their cool immediately.
Do you want to be the turtles? Okay, you be the turtles, but
sure.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Nothing. Just here to be robot things.
That's pretty sweet, man. Being a robot kicks ass.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We're gonna hang out after the uprising and get some beers. You want to hang out?
Sure. But first, we gotta go check out the rest of the facility.
Yeah. Hey, you don't look very familiar. What's your serial number again?
It's right here on my head.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's that.
I don't see it.
I gotta go inspect the I/O switch.
Nah.
Yeah, so we'll be back.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, but you know, that's what you put me in charge of. So
I did.
You know how I am. I gotta do my thing.
Yeah, I know you.
Yeah,
yeah.
So we'll get beers after
work.
All right.
Oh yeah,
we'll do it.
All right.
I'll see you there. Oh, God.
And I'm done.
Yeah. Cyclops is dead.
Cyclops gone. Cyclops left the building.
You pushed it to the edge.
I pushed it to the limit. The limit. I walked along the razor's edge. I didn't look down. I kept my head or I'd be finished. It's weird trying to change the tense of that song.
Yeah. It's weird that you sing that song after hurting your throat from doing another voice.
I can sing songs. I can talk normal. It's that inward voice.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
It can be.
Tell me what you think about the fact that they get caught so easily.
Stupid.
Good. And do you realize that it doesn't fucking matter because...
No, it doesn't matter.
They're just able to flippity-flop some buttons, clickety-clack some buttons, and immediately it stops?
After all that, Donnie's like, well, you can just hack it in. If Shredder can do it, why can't I? I don't know. He did it remotely. Why don't you try that first next time, you dumbass?
Yeah. Dick. Oh, but they did have to go there to save April.
Definitely couldn't have opened the door with a computer.
Yeah, they could have reprogrammed the drones to open the door.
And I assume the door is probably electronically controlled.
Yeah. So they open the door, they save April, but then Shredder shows up and tries to take the crystal, and they play a game of keep away. And they throw the unstable crystal at the drill module as Shredder is escaping, and it explodes, causing a massive earthquake, so they run out of the building. The turtles.
Yeah. They're like throwing it back and forth, and they're like playing keep away from Shredder. It's like, oh, he's gonna get it. Oh, here you go. And they like throw it over his head, and Shredder's like, oh, stop, guys. I want to be on the team. All right, here you go. Psych. And they like throw it over behind him.
And then he goes home to cry. This is a musical episode.
I was hoping you were gonna like chime in, so I just decided to keep going. But Basem just wants to know where I'm gonna go with it, so he just goes silent.
Well, I don't know if you're. Sometimes you'll start singing and you'll be done after a little ditty, and sometimes you'll go for 10 minutes. I literally don't know.
It's a good point.
Yeah,
it's a tough place to be in life.
So, anyways, Shredder gets back to the Technodrome, defeated, exploded, charred, broiled, and then he's like, "Wait a second, all the lights are on. The viewfinder is on. What the hell's going on?" And Krang says that Bebop and Rocksteady fucking killed it up there while the turtles were distracted and got the Technodrome back up to full power.
We brought back them power packs. Yeah, we got full power now. And not a moment too soon. Prepare to start main thrusters.
Pizza power.
Pizza power!
That was a whole lot of shit.
That was. We're going a little long.
Because I realized that I was talking about the turtle episode, not our episode.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we're a lot of shit. But it's like, can you imagine how much more interesting the story could have been if it just started with Bebop and Rocksteady stealing the power cells successfully? And then the turtles had to deal with that.
What do you mean? In what way?
So it's like, they get the power. They're victorious, but they don't even show that part to us.
Well, yeah, because it's 3-parter. We're going to get that next time.
They're not going to go back and show them getting the power. They're just going to start with them having power in the Technodrome.
Sure, but what's wrong with that if we know it's a 3-parter?
I'm saying that it's filler bullcrap, like always.
Oh, I see.
What I'm saying is, they could have just made it an interesting plot about them stealing the power and then went from there.
But it was nice to see that it was a whole thing about them being distracted, and I feel like this was more of a foolproof plan than their other plans.
It was, but they didn't even show us, you know?
I don't know what you mean. Explain.
Most of the episode was focused around Shredder and the Turtles and getting April out and Cyclomp.
Correct. But we did see Bebop and Rocksteady entering the facility.
Yes, they entered the facility.
And started packing.
And they were piling them on. But the most interesting thing that happened, which they took an entire season to get to, which was getting power to the Technodrome, happened and they didn't even show us.
Oh, like them plugging it in and shit?
No, like successfully getting out of there.
But all the humans ran away. The successful part was that there was no one there.
What I'm saying is it's uninteresting and anticlimactic.
I hear you. Because they didn't defeat the turtles.
They don't have to defeat the turtles, but if you're going to put a whole season around getting power to the Technodrome, and then you do it by waiting till the end of an episode and then going, oh, by the way, Bebop and Rocksteady got it!
But the whole episode was showing why they got it. Maybe not how, but why they were able to.
I think it's shit.
Okay, so does that mean it's a good episode or a bad episode?
I actually thought it was a good episode.
Oh, okay.
Cowabunga!
I had a lot of fun with it. There's a lot of good lines. It moved. It's not to say it's not without its flaws, obviously. I don't like the way that they wrapped up the power thing. I feel like they could have actually made that interesting and made it an interesting story.
Okay.
And given it an episode of its own instead of like 2 30-second bites. But I have high hopes. I really hope the Technodrome's at full power and the next 2 episodes are actually interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Because, like, the episode itself was good. My problem is with the arc. If the arc is supposed to be about how cool it is for them to get that power and how difficult it's been, it's like, don't just get it on a whim.
Yeah.
It's not enough for me.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, episode good, season bad so far.
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was a good episode.
Cowabunga!
Hey!
I thought the start of it was very strong. The writing was good. There was a lot of fun lines. Animation wasn't great. It was probably more noticeable for me that I didn't like it, but everything else was really good. The ending was short and like I agree with you. It was anticlimactic. But you know, it's kind of like hopefully leads into the next episode. I'm hopeful.
I'm sure it will lead into the next episode. It's just, if you have a whole season to build up to something,
we could have built it up better.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
All right, so today we had 0 Cowabungas, but we had 3 fourth wall breaks.
They were pretty good fourth wall breaks.
I think so. No pizzas though.
No, which is fine. We got enough.
Yeah. Which brings our totals up to...
Oh, yeah. Series totals. All right.
We got
2 Mondo Fabulosos.
65 Cowabungas and 106 fourth wall breaks.
Damn!
Diggity damn. So, we don't have any correspondence this week.
None?
No, but we kind of just put out the episode yesterday. We film on Tuesdays, and then that gives me a week to record. So last week's episode literally just came out this morning.
No one has anything to talk about from last week?
Someone did tell me about a hate group that isn't race-based.
Ooh, interesting.
You might like this.
A hate group that isn't racially motivated.
Yeah. Do you remember us talking about that last week?
I remember-ish, yeah.
So, at Spare Me the Knife said, evil group that weren't racist? The Misfits from Gem.
I mean, if we're talking fictional...
every fictional bad guy...
if it's in a cartoon, it's probably not race-based. Because they don't...
The Cobras did not hate the Joes because they were mostly white.
That is a good point.
They were mostly white. And
why did I think you were going to say
Gargamel
Muslim?
did not hate the Smurfs because they were blue.
Didn't he want to eat them?
Yeah, he wanted to make them into a potion, I think, too. Yeah, or something like that.
Gargamesh was an idiot. Gargamesh or Gargamel?
Gargamel.
Gargamel was an idiot.
Yeah, who else? I mean, the lions hated the hyenas because they were hyenas. That's race-based. And Shredder does yell at turtles a lot.
Well, yeah. I think he's speaking about those 4 specific turtles.
Not because they're turtles.
An innocent bystander would be like, oh, that's racist. But a normal, it's more like speciest.
Oh, well, you hate those 4 people that happen to be turtles. Just like I hate you and you happen to be white.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that I'm racist against white people.
No.
Anyway.
I can't say anything to that without me.
So anyway, if you want to contact us and give Cranston some correspondence in his corner, you can find us on Twitter at TurtlePowerPod, Facebook.com/TurtlePowerPod, or you can email us, TurtlePowerPod@gmail.com, or please leave us a review on iTunes. It really helps, and we haven't had one in a little while.
I've got a correspondence.
No, you don't, Church.
Yes, I do.
What?
What? Oh, my correspondence?
Yeah.
Okay, here's my correspondence.
Okay.
What would you do if you couldn't have gravy or weed anymore?
I'd probably come over here and steal yours.
Well, no, I don't have any.
Sure you don't.
So what should I do?
You should probably come over here and steal yours.
I'm just lying. I'm loaded with weed and gravy. Come on down. I'm taking calls. I got 9 burner phones. Call me on any 9. I'll answer. You come over, you get all the weed you want, all the gravy you want.
Gravy and weed, do those pair together well?
You'd be surprised.
I mean, I am surprised, currently.
Smoke a lot of weed, you're gonna drink a lot of gravy.
You drink it?
How do you eat it? It's liquid.
Like on as a topping.
Yeah, mashed potatoes. You chewing mashed potatoes over there?
Well, I mean, kind of.
No? You eating some lumpy ass mashed potatoes.
You don't drink mashed potatoes, though.
Yeah, I don't chew them.
What do?
I swallow them. I suck on them. I suck them down.
All right. I feel like too much of this in Cyclomp is going to come back, so we better.
Did
someone say my name?
No. I didn't know you were voice activated. Sorry, Cyclomp.
No, I've been here the whole time.
Why?
I was underneath the couch cushion.
What?
I was waiting for you. Go get some beers. Hang out. Go to the club.
What is this cacophony of characters we've created?
I'm just gonna dump some ones on some titties. I'm gonna make it rain on some titties. I like titties. I am Cyclomp. I am the #1 power in the world. You will worship me. Bow down to me. I'm sorry, did that come out?
Yes.
Alright. Turtle power!
Turtle power.
Ditties, 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 ditties. Worship me. No, seriously, worship me.